Roadhouse sequel, confirmation, cast, and everything we know. Amazon Prime Video's remake of Roadhouse was a certified streaming hit in 2024, and now a Roadhouse sequel is in the works with star Jake Gyllenhaal set to return. Based on the eponymous 1989 classic, originally starring Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse follows tough but fair bouncer Elwood Dalton, who takes a gig working at a dangerous bar in the Florida Keys. Stuffed with plenty of machismo action and humorous quips, the remake captured much of the same cheesy spirit as its 1989 predecessor. Though critics were decidedly cool toward the 80s reimagining, the remake was a verified streaming hit for Amazon Prime Video, and Roadhouse 2024's Rotten Tomatoes score outshined many contemporary action films. The viewership numbers were off the charts for Prime, and speculation about a sequel began almost as soon as the movie debuted on the platform. Though Roadhouse was originally slated for a theatrical release, the streaming success proves that home viewing can be just as gratifying and can even get a sequel greenlit in a matter of months. The Roadhouse sequel latest news. Nearing a year since the sequel was officially announced, the latest news finds star Lucas Gage discussing Roadhouse 2's development. The Smile 2 star appeared in the remake as Billy, one of Dalton's bouncers, and he addressed whether he'd be returning in the sequel. "I didn't die, so I think that there's hope for me," said Gage, but he couldn't definitively confirm his return status. When asked more specifically about the sequel's development, Gage confirmed, "I think they're in the really early stages of it, and Jake has been super busy." Gyllenhaal's busy schedule might prove to be the most vexing aspect of the film's production. While Gage's update is interesting, it shows that the Roadhouse sequel is still a ways away from becoming a reality. Though enthusiasm is still high for the follow-up, Gyllenhaal's busy schedule might prove to be the most vexing aspect of the film's production. If the movie takes too long to materialize, it might never actually see the light of day. Read Gage's full comments here. "I didn't die, so I think that there's hope for me. I loved working with Doug Liman, and then obviously to work with Jake Gyllenhaal, someone I grew up just admiring and rehearsing Donnie Darko in my room as an 11-year-old and wanting to be him. Yeah, I think they're in the really early stages of it, and Jake has been super busy with being a Broadway star and figuring out his schedule with the M. Night Shyamalan movie, but it's for sure happening. It's in early stages right now." The Roadhouse sequel is confirmed. Though the production and release schedule was clouded by controversy, Roadhouse turned out to be an instant hit for Prime Video when it was released in early 2024. This necessitated a quick announcement regarding a sequel, and a follow-up to Roadhouse was revealed a few short months after the first movie debuted. Perhaps most intriguing of all, original star Jake Gyllenhaal is confirmed to return as Elwood Dalton in the newly announced sequel. Roadhouse premiered on Amazon Prime on March 21, 2024. Few details are known about the movie at this time, and development is probably only just getting started. Prime Video gushed about the success of Roadhouse on its official social media accounts, and it was on X, formerly Twitter, that the Roadhouse sequel was revealed. The post specifically cites the nearly 80 million viewers who tuned in to watch the remake, and it isn't hard to fathom why the streamer would want to follow up so quickly on their overnight success. The Roadhouse sequel cast. Along with the announcement that the sequel was in development, Prime Video also revealed that the original movie's star would be back in the lead role. Jake Gyllenhaal stretched his impressive range when he played former UFC fighter Elwood Dalton, and he will be back to reprise the role once the Roadhouse sequel begins shooting. So far, no other names are attached from the Roadhouse cast, but the movie's shocking post-credit sequence suggests that Conor McGregor's villainous Knox could also return to once again vex Dalton. The Roadhouse sequel story details. The announcement of a sequel to the Roadhouse remake was far from surprising, but the story of the new follow-up is anything but cut and dry. The post-credits sequence at the end of Roadhouse revealed that Conor McGregor's villainous tough guy Knox wasn't quite down for the count, and he could return to fight Dalton once again. This would be the most logical follow-up for the Roadhouse remake, especially since McGregor is such a recognizable name and burgeoning action star in his own right. On the other hand, the Roadhouse sequel could hit the reset button and take Dalton to a brand new bar with its own set of problems. While that runs the risk of getting stale and repetitive, it is the easiest way to